All right, welcome back.
How's it going?
Welcome back to the pod. Yes, the pod. But you know what is back?
Back again.
The NFL. Even though it's just preseason, nobody cares about preseason most of the time. Well, all the time. But tonight, 8 o'clock, the Hall of Fame game.
Can't wait to watch fucking Tyson Bagent play.
8 o'clock tonight. Houston versus Chicago. Do we see?
No. They already said they're not playing any of the starters.
Caleb Williams.
They said they're not playing any of the starters. Not one of them.
So, the odds, and you just said this, I don't know why anybody bets on.
Sorry.
I don't know why anybody bets on preseason games, but if you were, Texans minus 135 money line, Bears plus 110.
Yeah,
I would take the Texans money line.
Yeah, I'd be betting on.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah. And then the over-under is 30.5. So that's insanely low for any football game, but it is the preseason.
When a bunch of fucking idiots are playing.
Yeah.
It's going to look like a high school football game.
Yeah, and let's just talk about the only news that has really happened NFL-wise, and that is just what happened from this morning, 9:30 a.m. Report comes out, the Buccaneers' Tristan Wirfs agrees to a 5-year, $141 million contract.
Yeah, he's good.
So richest deal in O-line history. He deserves it.
I would agree.
Yep, he definitely deserves it. But out of all that, still gets $88.24 million guaranteed in that contract.
Must
so
be nice. I'd be sucking someone off for
that. And the extension is in addition to the $18.24 million that Wirfs was already owed because he's entering the final year of his contract. So he is now set to be paid $158.87 million over the next 6 years.
Must be nice.
Good deal for him.
Must be nice to be 6'8".
Yeah, and good. Very good. But one thing that I wanted to talk about today is the AFC and the NFC, and I think it'd be a good idea if we went ahead and did our early predictions of division winners.
You want to do division winners, or just pick out division goes, or what?
Just do division winners because we got a lot more to talk about too. So,
okay.
First AFC East, that is the Jets, Miami, New England, and Buffalo. Of course,
you probably know that if you watch football.
Of course, it's Miami and Buffalo. I think is going to compete for division winner.
You don't think the Jets are going to compete for it? Like they don't have Aaron Rodgers, and they're probably the best defense in the division.
Well, I think it's all about how good he plays.
Who
starting off?
Rodgers.
Yeah, pretty nasty injury.
Yeah, but he's literally been out for a whole year.
I don't know. I think that is going to be tough though.
And this is
between the Jets, Miami, and Buffalo.
The best group of receivers. 10 years.
So you pick the Jets?
No, I feel like they're more conversation.
I was going to pick Miami, so
they're just more in the conversation. I feel like than what because their defense is significantly better than anybody else.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either if it was Miami and
they probably have the
New
five
York.
Best defensive players in that division.
And Breece Hall is insanely good. So it's Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
AFC North.
I kind of feel like it's just a toss-up between Baltimore and the Bengals.
I think it's Pittsburgh.
Okay, let's be
in Baltimore.
Be realistic. Winning the division,
it'd be close.
I think the Steelers could make the playoffs, but
everybody's predicted Pittsburgh to finish last 2 seasons, and we've made the playoffs.
Who predicted them to be last? When we did ours, we both put Cleveland last, and they finished in third, I think.
They were over under last season on wins was 8.5, so they weren't predicted to do great, but still finished second.
I mean, if I was picking it in order, I'd probably say I just don't know between us and Baltimore, but I'd probably say Baltimore because they're a regular season team.
Yeah,
and the Bengals, and then Steelers, and then Cleveland.
I think it's Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, and then Cleveland.
Okay,
that's just me.
Wonder why.
Well, I think we had a really good free agency, really, really good draft. I think we have great additions with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Roman Wilson in training camp has been unstoppable.
He also got hurt.
Yeah, but he's gonna be fine. Got Cameron Sutton back. Yeah, Patrick Queen.
They got Cameron Sutton back.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So, yeah, I think it was just really good additions. Is why I think we're still going to be good. And when it comes to playing Baltimore head to head, Pittsburgh handles Baltimore well. So if it comes down to it, I would put my faith in Pittsburgh beating Baltimore.
Yeah, but that's not the whole division, is it?
No, but Pittsburgh's been pretty good against the AFC North for even the past 4 years.
But that's not the whole division, is it?
No, I'm just talking about it within the AFC North. So we'll see. We'll see. AFC South.
I mean, I really hope Indianapolis wins it, but I think it'll probably be
Houston. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Jacksonville's finishing last.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Trevor Lawrence has just been playing, just somehow getting worse every year.
Yeah, I mean, really the only big addition is Gabe Davis for them on offense.
Big addition. My ass.
That's the biggest one that they've made.
He gets 2 catches a game.
Yeah. And then when I bench him in fantasy, he gets 35.
Yeah.
Fantasy points.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hate him, but I drafted him again. So, but yeah, I mean, I love Anthony Richardson, so I would like for Indianapolis to win the AFC South, but Houston was so good last season. So CJ Stroud was amazing. And now having Joe Mixon
and Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, so that's
their receiving core: Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell.
They still have a really good defense too. AFC West, Chiefs. J.K. Dobbins on the Chargers, that might turn things around if he's healthy.
When's he ever played a full season?
No, never. Yeah, I think rookie season, is that it?
No, I think towards ACL's rookie season.
Oh, yeah, so I don't think he ever has.
I think he's played one, but I just don't know when it was because he got drafted in 18.
Yeah, and then Denver with Bo Nix. That Aaron's going to start.
Yeah.
And probably
he throws more interceptions than touchdowns.
You think?
Yeah, probably same for Gardner Minshew on the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, I hope he does good
and
in the Raiders.
Justin Herbert's best receivers.
Joshua Palmer.
Probably me.
Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, he's starting as number 4, buddy.
Yeah, pretty good.
Eagles.
And NFC East.
Eagles.
You don't think Dallas is just like Baltimore and it's going to have another amazing regular season record?
The Eagles won their first 11 games last year.
Yeah, and they got better. So
they literally got Saquon.
It's a big upgrade.
And they still have Julio.
Yeah. But of course, it's going to be
and they signed
Dallas
and they got Devin White.
Oh yeah, that is huge. I forgot about that. Yeah, but of course it's going to be in between Dallas and Philly. But
yeah, I'd probably say the Giants are finishing last because I think Jaden Daniels is going to ball.
Yeah, I hope he does too.
But also Malik Neighbors, really good.
And they're in training camp.
But
they've been linking up.
Yeah, but
so maybe Daniel
Jones is dog shit.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if any of that's going to transfer over to the regular season? But at least he's already throwing streaks to him, and they're connecting. And the only reason why I know that is because ESPN posts about it every single time he catches the ball from Daniel Jones. So NFC North. Oh, NFC North.
Definitely Detroit. And then probably Green Bay.
Yeah. And I hope Caleb Williams sucks. I just don't like him. What just the way he acts.
Did you see what he said? His biggest thing he needs to, try and be better at is
what's up?
Reading defenses. I feel like that's probably something.
Probably should be number 1 on your list.
Well, I know, but I feel like it's something you should already be able to kind of do.
Being the number 1 overall pick, I would assume so. But yeah, I mean,
I think there's no doubt in my mind Minnesota's finishing last.
Yeah, with McCarthy.
Sam Darnold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, they're cooked. I mean, and they lost. I mean, they still have Justin Jefferson, of course, but even they're like 2 receivers behind him. They're both gone. Like KJ Osborne, he's with I can't remember.
They didn't lose their 2 receivers behind him. They have fucking Jordan Addison.
Yeah, well, that was his rookie season.
So to say, I was like,
well, Adam Thielen's been gone
for 2 seasons.
Yeah, and then man, I can't remember where KJ Osborne went. But it's not going to matter if they're not going to have a quarterback to throw it to. So
a quarterback to throw it to?
A quarterback to throw the ball.
There you go.
NFC South.
Don't know, don't care. I don't know. Any team that's even decent. I'd probably pick the Falcons, honestly.
Yeah, I would too. See how good Kirk Cousins does. Well, maybe Kirk Cousins is just like pissed off to start because they drafted Michael Penix, and so he's just going to have an MVP
pissed off
season.
In general because he fucking tore his Achilles last year, so he probably is not going to play.
Yeah, well, he's got that guaranteed money, so I'd be feeling
he's going to
nice.
be even less mobile than he was.
Yeah, but imagine he would be probably not probably he'd be the most expensive backup ever if he just gets hurt again.
Well, fuck yeah, but he wouldn't be a backup if he got hurt. He'd still be a starter.
No, yeah, but
and they're not going.
I think he's one big injury away from probably being done because.
I mean, he's like 30.
Yeah.
That's San Francisco's winning the NFC West.
Yeah, there's no battle here.
The Rams are the only team that'll probably be close to him. And
yeah.
Maybe like Seattle will have a chance if Geno Smith plays good, but I don't see it.
And I don't know if I'd put my whole trust in Geno Smith for a full season again. But
they paid him.
Yeah, they probably didn't really have any other choice though. Who was their backup last season?
Drew Lock.
Yeah, and he's terrible. Yeah, so hopefully Steelers, win, go undefeated.
That'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah, just like when we started 11-0 and then finished 12-4. So, fooled me on that season. And then, of course, I'm trying to... Oh, what I meant to do is I'll search it, but we'll talk about this first. The medal race in the Olympics, of course, that is the biggest thing going on right now. Of course, we got USA Basketball. A lot.
No.
A lot.
I've not watched
He's lying.
I haven't watched any of it. All I watched is the basketball.
In the party, I heard the Olympics in the background.
That's a bullshit lie. Didn't even have my TV on.
First in the medal race is the United States with 31 total medals, 6 gold, 13 silver, 12 bronze.
Surprise.
Right behind them is France, 26, and they have 8 golds, 10 silvers, and 8 bronze. But China's third because they have 11 golds. So
I would hope so, that they are at least in the top 3. They got fucking 60 billion people on.
Yeah, so the odds one of them are going to be naturally born gifted in whatever sport is probably a lot higher than anywhere else.
I don't think it was like for a medal, but they just won a swimming event.
Well, they used to like after like kids would be born, they would just take them from the family and basically raise them as in an academy just so that they can compete for the World Olympics. And then that's like their full life is just training for that.
You know what's really crazy to me is that we're like realistically like the biggest country like in the world, not like geographically wise, but like just in general, like the biggest country in the world, and we're paying for a gold medal for our athletes $37,000.
Yeah, and then Hong Kong's bonus for gold was like $776,000.
Hong Kong's a city in China.
That's what I said.
I think it would be just...
That was the ESPN post. It said Hong Kong.
I mean, I'm like 90% sure Hong Kong's just a fucking city in China.
Well, then, I don't know. I don't know my world. Oh, yeah. I meant to pull up
basketball. You see how the women's coach, Don Saley?
Canada?
What?
You're talking about the Canada's women's coach who got caught spying with drones?
And that was in soccer, but I was talking about basketball. How she's been like the main advocator behind talking shit about Caitlin Clark, And now she's saying, yeah, we probably should have had her on the team because she's playing better than 95% of the people on the team right now. Like Caitlin Clark already has more assists than 75% of the WNBA of all time.
Yeah, and they just didn't want to play her. For what reason?
Even if you didn't, like, she came and just didn't play.
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna make recognition for it go up. I didn't even get to see this.
Yeah, so the first half was insanely crazy for United States, and it did not look like anything like the first time we played. Because we were up by 24 or 26 at some points in the first half. And then when the second half started, they were just chucking threes, dude, and they were just hitting him. Like Shayok literally did a insane step back and was contested, and he made 2 in a row, and then he missed 7 straight. But like to start the second half, they were just spraying from 3.
You are not giving any context to what you're talking about. Didn't even say anything about
for South Sudan. So like the first half, towards the end of the first half, USA is like up by 25, 26. Hank,
he's scratching himself. Just wait a second. Hold on, a quick intermission while this dog scratches his neck. Hank, you good, bro? There you go.
He doesn't like the caller.
Anyways,
but yeah, so
my opinion.
But yeah, USA was up by 26, and then the second half starts. I think the U.S. started with 4 straight turnovers, 2 of them by Devin Booker. He was like, he drove, stopped, he went to go throw it, and then he threw the ball off the backboard, and went out of bounds.
Because we didn't get to talk about it. I think it's just so crazy that Steve Kerr just randomly is like, yeah, I'm not going to play Jason Tatum and Halliburton at all.
Yeah, and then like,
and then against didn't play Embiid.
Yeah, and then this game,
which I mean wasn't bad because Embiid's last game was bad.
And then this game, whenever Tatum and Halliburton were in, they were really like changing the game. Halliburton,
look, go to USA. Look, Tatum started and played
17 minutes. Yeah,
that's the least amount on the team besides one person or 2 people.
Yep. And he finished with
4 points. He shot the ball 4 times.
Yeah. Bam Adebayo had a really good game, 8 for 10.
And nobody scored
18 points. No, but I think that's just because they're all passing the ball well, and no one's being a ball hog or shooting a lot. Like Anthony Edwards, 4 for 9, KD 2 for 5. Of course, the game before KD was going off. I mean, KD did go 8 for 9 from the free throw line, so he definitely shot the most out of anyone. But I mean, even South Sudan was like giving hard fouls for no reason. This guy right here, Bull Cool.
What a name.
Yeah, he went to go set a screen on Derek White and literally threw his shoulder in Derek White's like spine, and Derek White is literally laying on the ground with his face on the floor, and the rest didn't call it.
Oh, they don't call that many fouls in FIBA.
I know, but this dude literally just lowered his shoulder and drilled Derek White in the back. I knew that was going to hurt because he stood up and he was like holding his back, and then I mean I just can't believe that they just let that kind of foul go, but it definitely is a lot tougher. The physicality is nice to see. But still, Kevin Durant was still getting pretty nice treatment and still getting a decent amount of foul shots. And on a lot of them that were like NBA fouls.
You know what's nice to me is that it looks like it's going to be easy for us to win gold because the other teams are playing terrible.
Yes,
like the 2 teams that really are like contending with us to get a gold is Canada and France. And France almost lost to Japan, and their point guard's 5'4".
Yep.
And Canada almost lost to Greece.
And then United States plays Puerto Rico next.
I don't give a fuck about that, the soccer, because they don't have anybody playing.
Yeah, there's no one at all. There's no one. But this is the women's group. United States is 3-0. Japan's 2-1.
We should be 3-0.
Yeah. But I mean, United States against first match against Zambia, 3-0. Germany 4-1. Australia 2-1. So hopefully United States gets 2 more gold medals in soccer.
Really
Probably
too.
not for the men's, but
No, probably not. We're not. We're in France's group.
yeah, that's gonna be tough.
I think we played them too, didn't we? We lost bad. Go down. I think it was like 3-0 or something.
I don't think so.
Oh, we haven't played them. I thought we
No.
did. 250-2.
Where?
Scroll down. Look at USA right there where your mouse is at.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Those are soccer scores. 250-2. I don't
think so. But yeah, so
enough about the Olympics. Nobody.
At least Miles Robinson is playing for us.
For us.
Yes.
Yeah, like FC. He's not in the Olympics.
I know, but we were missing him when the CONCACAF was going on.
Games, so.
Yeah.
Just the last 3 games.
So going into the second half of MLB season.
Trade deadline just ended. You should have looked that up.
Yeah, I will after we talk about the standings here. Cincinnati, what are the odds? We sneak in. Yeah.
0.
Yeah, I think so.
We literally
just not the season for us.
Hey, but pretty hyped though, because we got UC boy Joey Weimer on the team.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so funny.
And it's crazy. Is at work the other day, went down T Drive. It was Joey Weimer's baseball bags.
Nice.
Coming home.
Yeah, he posted a picture and it was like jacked up, I guess, to be back in Cincinnati. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Every time when I went to a Brewers game last time, he was playing center field, and I was sitting there yelling at him the whole time.
And he destroys us too. So
everybody
hopefully
that
have him
played
being
for UC destroys us.
So hopefully have him being on the team.
Like Ian Happ absolutely fucks us every time he plays us.
Yeah, every time.
The only one that really didn't was Josh Harrison. That's because he wasn't that good.
Yeah, but hopefully, next season, because now we just got to think about next season. There's no point.
Well, you know what I don't
season ends. But
you know what I don't get. Our division, even when nobody has good players. I mean, there's teams like obviously the teams in our division have good players on them, but like we just can't ever get catch a break and have our division be shitty.
No, like Milwaukee was supposed to have a down year.
Milwaukee's supposed to be the worst team in our division,
and they're 61-47.
Yeah,
so
they literally lost their best pitcher, and they lost I think one of their best fielders. And
and then you still look at St. Louis and Pittsburgh; they're both above 500. And then at least we're not dead last anymore.
Honestly, Pittsburgh balling since they got Paul Skeens.
They should have caught him up forever ago. So maybe they wouldn't have started so bad. But who knows? Long ways away. We ain't making it. But there's always next season. And with a healthy, very healthy roster, with like a healthy Matt McLean.
I mean, I don't think it really matters.
TJ Friedel.
I think the Dodgers, if they can figure out how to play in the postseason, because they can.
Yeah,
they should win the World Series.
Yeah, so, I mean, in the end, it probably wouldn't matter when you're playing against like the Yankees and the Dodgers. But
honestly, I think if they keep it up, just because how they played last year, the Orioles are winning the World Series because they are fucking loaded.
And Gunnar Henderson has turned into just all around, just absolute freak in baseball. So it's probably pretty nice to have him, and probably nice to have Corbin Burns as well.
Yeah.
Second in the MLB with the ERA 2.47. Tariq Skubal still leading the MLB and 2.35 ERA. But the batting average is insane because I wanted to look at Bobby Witt still at 349 for the season.
That's because Bobby Witt's a fucking baller.
He is. Stephen Kwan right behind him, 332 average for the season. Aaron Judge, 316 average. Yeah. But still, their top 5 is
better than the NL's top 5.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. Like 5th place in the AL is tied for 1st place in the NL, with Ohtani being 1st place in the NL with a 309 average, 32 home runs, 309 average. That's a good season. Aaron Judge with 39 home runs, 316 average, 99 RBIs.
Must be nice to play in Stadium.
Really nice. Yeah.
Josh Chisholm's had two home run games. He's been there for a week.
Yep. Yep. And then the pitching as well for the National League. Hunter Green in fourth,
Yeah, because
2.97
his
ERA.
last 4 starts, he has a .3.
And then 2 and 3 being Phillies pitchers. Suarez, number 2, 2.87 ERA.
And
Zach
the other
Wheeler,
two were
2.94. Yep. And then Chris Sale in first and Max Fried in fifth. Man, yeah. Kind of a letdown season, for the Reds. Yeah. But it is what it is.
Hey, don't worry, we're going to get Matt McLean back soon.
Late. But yeah, it is what it is. Injuries lead to slow starts, and we just never can be consistent when people are always injured.
And when we have shitty owners and shitty management and shitty everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay. And of course, I think everybody is getting more excited for college football than ever because of NCAA College Football 25. We've been playing it nonstop. So many dynasties. Of course, got my Penn State all the way up to the 7th seed in our league, our big league. But I wanted to look at real quick, if you'll let me change, Big 12, and I wanted to see what you think UC's record is going to be for this upcoming season.
Probably win like 4 games.
Well, first one should be easy.
It should. We couldn't even beat Miami last year. It should be win, but it's really stupid. You know that after next year, we don't play Miami ever again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, better end it on a win. So let's go into week 1.
We should
against Towson University.
Yeah, we should beat them
by 50.
We should.
Yeah,
but
I think Pittsburgh is going to be a good matchup.
I think we should beat them.
You think? I do think being home and being at UC definitely will help, and I do think UC will win. But I think that one will be a very close game. I don't see UC making the same mistake that they did last season and just looking like they weren't prepared at all for Miami. Obviously, they have almost the same exact roster as they did last season.
Who?
Miami of Ohio. And so this better be, at least a 14-point win. It should be.
I would say we start
home
3-0.
Home against Houston. No, they're not.
I bet we lose to Texas Tech, lose to UCF.
So you're saying heading into the bye week, you have UC being 4-1.
No, 3 and probably 2 and 3 or
3 and 2.
Yeah.
So you think they're losing against Houston and Texas Tech?
I think they're probably losing. They might be 2 and 3 because they might lose against Miami or Pittsburgh. They're not going to be good.
Bye week, coming out of the bye week at UCF, that's going to be tough.
Well, mostly because UCF, they've just been playing a lot better than we have.
Yeah.
Arizona State, we're losing. Colorado, we're losing.
West Virginia,
we have a chance to win, but
yes.
We're losing.
Iowa State,
losing.
Kansas State,
losing.
losing. All right. I mean, can't argue with it, but
Man, we won 4 games last year.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we won 3 games last year, and it was our first 3. Or no, actually, it was we won 1 game in our conference, I believe, because we lost to fucking piece of shit Miami.
All right, so of course, let's talk about Penn State real quick.
Win.
First game of the season at West Virginia. That's definitely a win. Bowling Green, Kent State,
win.
Illinois, win. So heading into the bye week, Penn State should be 4-0. Just like we did against UCLA last season, probably going to beat them by 45.
Win USC, win Wisconsin, be a tough one, but they'll probably win, especially because they're at Wisconsin.
And then this season, home against Ohio State.
Washington is ranked 2nd.
To start the season, yep.
What? Why?
Not sure. Yeah. So I'd say probably losing to Ohio State, even though we're going to be home, but that's just how it is. So it's 7-1. Home against Washington, hopefully 8-1. And then at Purdue,
Win.
9-1.
Win.
At Minnesota, 10-1, and then home against Maryland, 11-1. So good chance to have an undefeated season if Penn State can handle Ohio State for once. But
they did fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah, so hopefully, Drew Aller really steps up, because last time he played Ohio State, man, he was terrible. Looks good all season long, but when it came to play against Ohio State and Michigan, he just could not step up. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that. But seeing how he plays in the biggest games of the season made me not feel good.
Well, he's supposed to be a fucking top quarterback pick next year.
He is.
So he better fucking play good, or he's not going to be.
I would agree. And having the halfback duo with Nicholas Singleton and Katron Allen should be just like how it was last year, 51st in all of NCAA with we averaged 185 rushing yards per game. Could honestly be higher because this is probably one of the best offensive lines in the Big Ten.
215 passing yards per game is crazy.
Yeah. But when you have two really, really good running backs that you just rotate out whenever you want.
With Drew Aller, though, I feel like they would throw.
Yeah, I mean, and having like Julian Flemings and Harrison Wallace, who he's projected to be a third-round pick for the draft. There's no reason that we should have to just, run the ball on first and second down and only pass on third down, which is what, like against Ohio State, that was every drive is what it felt like. Run, pass, run, pass. And like when Penn State plays like that, I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on Drew Aller. You're giving him one shot to advance the sticks, and I don't know, probably not what I would do. But what can I say? Because we got James Franklin in extension, so we're gonna stick with him for many more years.
That's so funny.
Yep. Not sure if that was the best decision, but it is what it is. All right. I think that's covers most of everything that is current as of today. Of course, we're still waiting on the Premier League to start. One thing that I can talk about Premier League wise, of course, Manchester United
already got injuries.
Already have 4 injuries to start after 2 preseason games. So against Real Betis, you saw Marcus Rashford and Antony both got subbed off due to injuries. But the 2 big injuries, of course, Lenny Yoro, 3 months. Out for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then Højlund is out for 6 weeks. So not the start you want.
Yeah, Man City's played 2 preseason games and lost them both. One of them was the Celtic.
Yeah. No. Well, it's preseason, but doesn't help for Manchester United that it's preseason and we're losing our best players.
Chelsea lost 4-1 to Celtic. So.
And they're selling Gallagher, aren't they?
Yeah, they're also selling Chalobah. Well, I don't think anybody wants to play for him after what happened with Enzo.
Yeah.
Him and a bunch of the Argentina players, I guess, like we're singing a racist song or something like that.
I saw that, yeah. Yeah, not smart, but...
Especially when half your teammates are French and the song's about French people.
Yeah. Yeah, not good. Not good. Sounds like he's kind of has a relationship like Sane and Mane did. But, well, Manchester United are fucked. That's it. So make sure you're still
not talking about MLS because I'm not talking about fucking FC losing every game.
Yeah.
It's gonna piss me off.
Alrighty. Again, make sure you follow the Twitch channel. You have the TikTok handle. You have the Instagram. You have Twitter. All the same exact thing. Jam Pro Sports Talk. We should be starting to live stream more with college football. It just was hard to start because if anybody's been playing the game, it was impossible to play, and you couldn't really play your dynasty for more than a day, and then it just wouldn't load, and you got to wait for a patch. So hopefully it's been fixed. Hopefully we can start a dynasty, keep a dynasty, start streaming more. But yeah, make sure you follow on all of our social media platforms. Everything is always linked in the handles. So, all right, that's it. Deuces.
Deuces.
Wait, not leave. Stop.
Stop.